Miss Mohammed had about 30 hours, failed my first test and have another test August 26th, so looking to pass, so I'm very confident.
And why did you fail the first one?
I was on the roundabout and then I was going second exit, but I didn't stay to the left. I went in the middle, and also the parallel park, and then did good on that one.
But you feel confident you can pass it today?
Yeah.
You're allowed up to 15 driving faults during the test, often called minor faults. These aren't potentially dangerous, but if you keep making the same fault throughout your test, then it could become a serious fault. Get a serious or dangerous fault and it's a driving test foul. A serious fault is something that could potentially be dangerous, and a dangerous fault involves actual danger to either yourself, the examiner, another person or property. Have a look at our free online driving modules on our website for tips on how to deal with junctions, roundabouts, and the different driving test manoeuvres. Don't forget, it's completely free. There's a link in the description below. Let's catch up with Mohammed as he's about to start his mock driving test. Tell me, how would you check the tyre air pressure, and where would you find the recommended tyre pressure information?
You would check it on the vehicle the information will be in the vehicle handbook. You check the tyre pressure by putting the gauge down on the tyre, and then pressing it. In the hole, and then pressing it inside.
Okay, thanks. So I'm going to be directing you at first. We won't follow the sat-nav immediately. I want you to follow the road ahead, unless signs or markings say otherwise. And if I want you to turn left or right, I'll let you know in plenty of time.
Okay.
Drive on when you're ready then, please.
Okay.
Mohammed answered the tell me question correctly. Good checks, but he didn't have the biting point, so there was a little rollback, not quite worth a fault this time. Mohammed's come over from another instructor. I've never met him before, but he sounds confident in his driving. Good planning ahead. He times this well, but he didn't need the clutch.
At the end of the road, turn right, please.
On the driving test, the examiner will thank other drivers for you. Good mirror checks and signal timing. It's difficult to see at this junction as there's parked vehicles on the left and right blocking his view. His observations weren't great here. Let's have a look again. At this point, he can see similar to this. He thinks it's safe to go and not check again, but there could be someone coming through here that he can't see. He should have crept out a lot slower and double checked both ways. A driving fault this time, but something to definitely keep an eye on. Mohammed's turning right at the end of the road. It's difficult to see at this junction with parked vehicles on both sides. He needs to creep out slowly with lots of observations. He did the opposite. He didn't take enough time to observe and pulled out too quickly, considering it's hard to see.
At the end of the road, turn right, please.
This is a serious fault, a driving test foul, and also the most common reason for failing a UK driving test. He was driving too fast back there, considering there were parked vehicles on both sides, and it was quite tight. I'm pleased that Mohammed stopped in time for that vehicle. A good hill start in that he didn't roll backwards, but a bit unnecessarily quick. There's a vehicle emerging from the right. Mohammed's driving too fast and reacting too late. I'm pleased he slowed down. On a road like this, you need to be ready for any car doors to open or children running out in between parked vehicles. Before slowing down, you should check the interior mirror to see how close any following traffic is.
Go straight on.
Yeah.
A combination of a lot of gas and a high biting point resulted in a small wheel spin and a lack of control. Mohammed's driving too fast through these tight gaps. The tighter the gap, the slower you should drive. Mohammed's not planning ahead well here and should be slowing down for this meeting traffic situation. Mohammed was driving too fast and reacting too late to the oncoming vehicle. He's struggling to keep his speed under control and isn't adjusting to the type of road he's on. This is a serious fault. Again, he's driving too fast here. Don't forget, before slowing down, check the interior mirror. Good mirror check before coming back out, but check the interior mirror first to get a good overview of what's going on directly behind. He judges the gap well, but before moving left into a space or moving back out to the right, check the mirrors first in case anyone's approaching you from the side.
At the end of the road, turn left, please.
Good mirror checks, but he's approaching this junction too fast. Other road users might think he's not going to stop.
Take the next road on the left, please. It's just before the petrol station.
Good mirror checks. This road goes from being a two-way to a one-way road.
At the end of the road, turn right, please.
He's turning right at the end of the road, and because it's a one-way road, he'll need to position over to the right. I've taken other learners on this road and they've positioned in the wrong lane for turning right. Will Mohammed make the same mistake? He moved over a bit late, but I'm pleased he's in the correct position. By the way, steering and checking the side mirror at the same time isn't good use of the mirrors. You should check the mirrors first, including the interior mirror, to make sure it's safe, then steer. He did check the mirrors earlier, but what he saw then was outdated information by the time he decided to change position. He also approached that junction too fast, resulting in a driving fault, but he observed well.
At the roundabout, turn right, second exit, please.
Good mirror checks. Again, he's approaching quite fast, but he takes a good opportunity. Mohammed noticed the signal cancelled and put it back on.
Pull up on the left in a safe place, please. Thanks. Okay, it's the start of the independent driving now. I'd like to follow directions given by the sat-nav, please. Use the sat-nav for directions only, okay. Drive on when you're ready, please.
I'm pleased that Mohammed's being patient and waiting for a safe opportunity to go. You won't fail your driving test for having one hand on the steering wheel, but if it affects your control or steering accuracy, it could lead to faults. Driving with one hand also doesn't give a great impression to the examiner. It's best to keep both hands on the wheel unless you're using a control, so you're ready to react to anything that might happen. Check the mirrors before moving over to the left or moving out to the right for anyone that might be approaching from the side of you.
What would you normally be doing today?
Right now I'll be sleeping probably. And then I'll probably go and pray. It's Friday. And then that's it, really. Yeah.
The speed limit is about to change to 20 miles per hour.
Do you know what the speed limit is here?
Mohammed's already got a serious fault for his use of speed, so no more faults are recorded in this category. After the parked vehicles, before you move back to the left, check the mirrors for any cyclists that might be approaching on your left side. Good mirror check, but don't forget to check the interior mirror first to get a good overview of what's going on behind, and then the left mirror. Mohammed's controlling his speed a lot better now.
Turn right, then cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
Mohammed signalled a bit late for this turn. It's well worth occasionally glancing at the sat-nav screen to see where you're going next. If you persistently keep making the same driving fault, then eventually it will become a serious fault.
Cross the roundabout and take the second exit. After 200 yards, cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
Before slowing down, you should check the interior mirror to see how close any following vehicles are. If they are close, then think about braking earlier and lighter.
Cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
Mohammed forgot to check the interior mirror before slowing down. This is a persistent fault, resulting in a serious fault this time.
Turn left, then, at the end of the road, turn right.
It's difficult to see to the right, and it needs to creep out slowly and check again to the right now. There could be someone here that he hasn't noticed. A major cause of accidents is drivers not looking properly at junctions. Always take your time to look in both directions and make sure it's completely safe before emerging. He's already got a serious fault for this, so no more faults are recorded in this category. At the next roundabout, he needs to turn right, second exit, so he'll need to signal right on the approach to let others know where he's going.
Cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
He didn't signal. This could be serious if the roundabout was busier.
Cross the roundabout and take the first exit.
Before moving out to the right, check the mirrors for anyone overtaking, especially motorcyclists.
You can't use your phone. Just put your phone away.
It's illegal to hold or use your mobile phone while driving, and won't be tolerated on the driving test. Straight away it affected his driving position. This is a dangerous fault. If the examiner perceives the driver as an immediate danger to themselves or other road users, then the examiner can abandon the driving test. They'd ask you to pull over in a safe location, explain why the test was terminated, and then leave your car and walk back to the test centre. I've asked Mohammed to pull up on the left in a safe place. You shouldn't park within 10 metres of a junction, unless it's an authorised parking bay.
Drive on when you're ready.
This is a driving fault. Good checks before moving off, and I'm pleased he waited for a safe opportunity. Mohammed has to turn left at the end of the road. Good mirror checks. A busy junction. I like the way Mohammed's observing, leaning forward, trying to get the best view. Patience is critical. Observe carefully, wait for a clear gap, and only go when it's completely safe. Mohammed pulled away a bit too fast, which made him swing out slightly from the curb.
When it's safe, can you show me how you'd fully open and close your side window, please? Okay, thanks.
Mohammed's making good progress here, driving at a good safe speed. It's good to see him checking the side mirrors, but don't forget to check the interior mirror first to get a good overview of what's going on directly behind.
Pull up on the left in a safe place, please.
You shouldn't drive or park in a cycle lane marked by a broken white line, unless it's unavoidable. The examiners on real driving tests ask candidates to stop here sometimes, and it isn't a fault.
Okay, thanks. Drive on when you're ready.
Good checks. Bear in mind that it's not always necessary to check the blind spot on the left, but you can if you want.
After 300 yards, cross the roundabout and take the first exit.
The sat-nav said to cross the roundabout and take the first exit, but it didn't say if the exit was to the left or ahead. Look out for the roundabout sign. It shows that the first exit is to the left. Good mirror checks and the signal.
Cross the roundabout and take the first exit.
Mohammed checks once to the right, but it's always good to double check. It's so easy to miss something. Heading downhill now and the car's picking up speed quickly. Mohammed could have held it in second gear for a bit of engine braking, which would have helped him control the speed without relying so much on the foot brake. He's handling it fairly well, but now he's creeping over the 30 mph speed limit. He's already received a serious fault for his use of speed, so no further faults are recorded in that category. The speed limit will change to 40 mph, but will Mohammed notice? He definitely noticed. He's in the correct lane, and he's controlling the speed a lot better now. Mohammed approaches this car too fast. I had my brake ready just in case.
Cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
Mohammed will need to keep in the left-hand lane so that he doesn't affect other drivers next to him. A good opportunity, and he's keeping in position.
Take the exit.
He's keeping a good safe distance from the vehicle in front. It's good to see.
to your destination.
Okay, that's the end of the independent driving. I direct you from here. You don't need to stop.
Mohammed's turning right at the roundabout, third exit. A good opportunity. Mohammed keeps a good distance away from this car in front. It's always good to be able to see their tyres and a bit of road, just in case they roll back, or if they break down, you'll be able to get round them. I'm glad he didn't stay on the right hand side of the road longer than he needed to. Mohammed's driving in a good road position and keeping a good safe distance away from the vehicles in front.
Take the next road on the left, please.
Good mirror checks. I'm pleased to use the brake, ready for what might be in this road. Good mirror checks. It's a good idea to keep further back away from learner drivers. They can be a bit more unpredictable, and you don't want to pressurise them. Mohammed needs to be ready for any oncoming vehicles. Driving around this bend, Mohammed should have positioned more to the left.
Keep left. End of the road, turn left, please.
Good mirror checks and signal timing.
At the end of the road, turn left, please.
It's difficult to see to the right, and a final check to the right would have made this a lot safer. We're trying to go ahead into a car park. Mohammed notices their reverse lights, reverses, and creates space. Good decision.
Okay, so we're going to go into this car park just underneath that height restriction, and then we're going to go round to the left, please, just in here. The reverse bay parking exercise. Reverse into any bay on the left or right, please, so you end up within the lines.
Good observations. I'm really impressed by how he's looking around. A lot of new drivers just focus on getting in the bay, and observations, they sometimes take a low priority, but Mohammed's doing the manoeuvre extremely well. Mohammed's in the bay. Nicely done. He handled that manoeuvre really well, with good control and observations.
Okay, thanks. So we're going to drive forward, round to the left please, and head for the exit.
Not enough gas made the car stall. The markings point towards the exit.
Straight here. At the end of the road, turn right, please.
Good mirror checks. A little bit fast approaching this junction and the vehicle.
Wait.
He's already got a serious fault for his observations, so no more faults are recorded in this category. He should have waited for that white car to pass. I had to use the brake and clutch. On tight roads like this with parked cars on both sides, always be ready for the unexpected. Look ahead for spaces you could pull into if something comes towards you. Keep an eye out for car doors opening or children who might suddenly run out between the parked vehicles. As always, planning ahead really makes a difference.
Take the next road on the left, please. It's just coming up. And then left again.
This is a two-way road, and Mohammed needs to be ready for any oncoming. He's driving at a good safe speed. Mohammed spots the sign and drives the correct way.
At the end of the road, turn left, please.
At the end of this road there's a stop sign and a solid white line where Mohammed must stop, even if the road is clear. A bit fast approaching, but I'm pleased he stopped. And he double checked to the right before moving off.
Roundabout, turn right, third exit, please.
Turn up quickly.
Yeah, you can't touch your phone while you're driving. So turning right, third exit.
That's the second time his phone's gone off. And again, he's gone to reach for it. It's illegal to hold or use your phone while driving.
Take the next road on the left, please. It's just coming up.
Can I pull up and turn off?
Pull up on the left in a safe place, please. switch the car off. Drive on when you're ready.
Before you go for your driving test, make sure your phone's on silent or switched off. Mohammed didn't have the biting point, resulting in a slight rollback. There's parked vehicles on both sides, and it's hard to see ahead. Mohammed's driving too fast. Too fast. He waited in a good position. A good reason why you don't want to drive too fast on these kind of roads.
Pull up on the left, please. You can ignore the driveways this time. Alright, that's the end of the test. You can switch off now, please. How was it?
Yeah, it was good.
How do you feel you did?
Yeah, I've done good.
Did you notice anything at all?
Yeah, maybe just one time when I didn't see the 20 sign. That's the only thing.
We continue to chat about what went well and what he needs to improve on. With some more driving lessons, Mohammed has the potential to not only be confident, but also a good, safe driver. Gemma has a driving test coming up, but is she ready? Watch this video next. A big thanks to Mohammed for taking part, and thanks to you for watching. Please like and subscribe as it really helps us make more videos. And bye for now.